When I tell you I manifested $140 million, 0 cents in 7 days, I am not speaking of struggle, I am not speaking of hustle. I am speaking of something far deeper, far simpler. The power to imagine, to accept, and to rest in that acceptance. The moment I felt it real, it was done. I didn't chase opportunity. I didn't knock on 100 doors. I didn't beg life to give me more. I sat in stillness and remembered, I am not here to get. I am here to receive what I've already claimed. I saw it. I felt it. I lived the moment money arrived, not just as numbers on a screen, but as the freedom, the joy, the deep peace of knowing, this is mine. 7 days later, reality agreed. Did the world suddenly change? No, I did. My inner world shifted, and the outer had no choice but to reflect it. The mind will tempt you with doubt. It will ask for proof. But hear me. Proof comes after belief, not before. You are not poor trying to get rich. You are rich, waking up from the illusion of lack. Every moment you dwell in lack, you push abundance further. But when you stop seeking and start being, the gates open. 7 days is not a miracle. It's alignment. It's resting in the end and refusing to entertain contradiction. Do not count days. Do not search with your eyes. Look inward. Ask, how does $140 million, 0 cents, feel? And when you feel it, don't just touch the feeling, live there. From that day forward, I refused to think of money as something to earn. I thought of it as something already mine, already done. I didn't try to manifest it. I declared it real. And the world obeyed. So don't chase miracles, become one. Don't ask for permission, assume the throne. It's not about $140 million, 0 cents. It's about knowing who you are and acting like it. Let the world catch up to the truth you already live, and when it does, you won't be surprised. You simply smile and say, I knew it. You are not here to react to the world. You are not a victim of circumstance, nor are you at the mercy of what others do, say, or believe. You are the cause. The world around you, your bank account, your relationships, your experiences, is not the source. It is the mirror, and it reflects with absolute faithfulness the assumptions you carry deep within. If you desire to manifest millions, you must stop identifying as someone who wants money and begin identifying as someone who has it. Not in the future, not in a vague someday, but now. In this moment, in the unseen, where the real creation begins, the external only responds to what is first accepted internally. When you look at the world and say, I'll feel wealthy when I see more money, you delay the manifestation. That statement is rooted in waiting for effect before claiming cause. But the process is reversed. The world is secondary. The world does not decide. You do. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you linger in, every inner conversation you rehearse, they are seeds. And those seeds bear fruit in the form of your life. You cannot plant the seeds of lack, of doubt, of struggle, and expect abundance to bloom. It is not the world that must change. It is the gardener within. So what happens when you embody the version of yourself who already owns millions? You stop thinking like someone who lacks. You stop worrying, comparing, doubting. You don't chase, you don't beg, and you don't force. You walk, speak, and live as one who knows. And that knowing becomes a magnetic force, an unseen declaration that draws the visible toward you. Imagination is not idle. It is the most powerful tool you possess. If you close your eyes and enter a scene where you already have what you desire, if you feel it in your body, if you move in that inner world with confidence and gratitude, the outer world must bend. Not because you fought for it, but because you dared to believe that the unseen is more real than the seen. You are not manifesting from emptiness. You are not creating from effort. You are selecting from an infinite realm of possibilities the reality that already exists. And you do this not through effort, but through alignment. Begin with the inner image, not a hope, not a wish, a claim. Make it yours. Make it natural. Dwell in the state of already having. And from that state, speak, walk, think, and rest. You don't need signs. You don't need proof. The proof is already forming because you are no longer the one seeking. You are the one remembering. You are not the effect. The world is. You are not the echo. You are the voice. Shift the inner and the outer must obey. When you understand this, you no longer fear time, delay, or contradiction. You rest in your knowing, and in that still, unshakable knowing the wealth appears, not because you chased it, but because you became the one who always had it. The doorway to all that you desire is within you. You are not waiting for life to give you a sign, a call, or a breakthrough. You are being asked to assume the feeling of what you want now. Not tomorrow, not after you check your bank account. Now. Because the inner state is what creates the outer result. To feel wealthy is not to count money. It is to dwell in a mental and emotional atmosphere of abundance. It is to rise each morning with the awareness that you lack nothing, that you are supported, favored, and guided, that life is conspiring in your favor. You cannot think poor, feel small, and expect riches to pour into your experience. The feeling must come first, always. Imagination is the instrument. It is the womb of all reality. Whatever you accept in your imagination, whatever you enter into with feeling, must express itself in the world. Not because you are manipulating external events, but because you are tuning your consciousness to the vibration of already having. Close your eyes and go beyond the noise. See yourself in a scene that implies your wealth is real, not coming, not on its way, real. Ask nothing, doubt nothing, just be there. In your home, signing the papers, receiving the message, smiling with deep gratitude, breathe it in. Make it so vivid that your body believes it's happening now. Because the moment you do, the world begins to move. This is not daydreaming. This is creation. This is the act of selecting from the infinite possibilities available to you. And the only requirement is that you persist in the assumption that it is already done. You must walk like you have it, breathe like you have it, speak from that place. Let your posture, your tone, your choices all reflect a person who is no longer waiting. When you shift your identity, reality must follow, not out of magic, but law. Most people wait for confirmation. They wait to see before they feel. But this reverses the process. You do not wait for wealth to feel wealthy. You feel wealthy and wealth is drawn to you. The world is always responding to who you are being. When you assume the feeling of wealth, you release neediness. You no longer look for signs because your state is the sign. You no longer ask when because you live in the reality where it's already yours. This inner certainty is not arrogance. It is alignment. Persistence is key. Not effort, not struggle, but the quiet, unwavering decision to remain in the state of the wish fulfilled, to return to that state again and again, to refuse to let outer circumstances shake your inner knowing. Everything begins in the unseen, the riches, the success, the transformation. All of it starts with a single choice. To feel it now. Let your imagination be more real than your senses. Let your feeling be your guide. And as you live in the unseen wealth of your inner world, the outer world will catch up, often in ways you never expected, and faster than you ever believed possible.